you can find your current Parrotleads CRM extension and version. Here we're going to be going through a walkthrough with Parrotleads 3.2.9. So I've already loaded this up, and we can go to the top right puzzle piece and click down to find our extensions. And you can even go to that puzzle piece and click on Manage Extension to find your extensions. Now that we know how to find your extensions, let's pin it to the top. There's Parrotleads right there. There's a little pin button. Click on that and you'll see that you can pin any one of your Chrome extensions to the top of your browser, just to the right of your favorites and the URL bar. Let's access Parrotleads. Here's a fresh tab. You see the extension is still there. Let's go to the drop-down by clicking the icon. And you want to use your login password that you use to purchase the CRM or your free trial. It comes with a default password. And click Login. Now, I would recommend that you immediately update your password by finding it in the drop-down menu. Let's bring this down a bit. Well, in the drop-down menu, click Update Password. Put in your default current password that came in with your email, your new password, and then confirm your password. Go ahead and click Update. If you have any issues, go ahead and access our bank of training videos. We're sure to help you in support. And of course, you can just visit the website parrotleads.com. Let's log out. Refresh your browser. Let's log in by clicking the icon again. There's a drop-down menu. Looks like this didn't do any good, so let's put it back to normal. The email that we used when purchasing, the default email, password, and click Login. And you can even access the training videos and support right from the drop-down menu. You don't even have to log in order to get to that. You can also click on Forgot Password. Just click on Forgot Password if you forgot your password. Enter the email that you used to purchase. Submit your email by clicking the button. And again, there's support and training available. Let's go back to the login. Using our email and default password, we're going to click Login. Now, this is pretty sure to have a real fresh install. Now, what's going to happen in your don't freak out. What's going to happen? Yeah, I'm going to delete it. Is that when you log in, this will be a blank canvas. These labels here are going to be blank for you, and you can always add and delete them as you like. We'll just leave these here for now. Now that let's go back to logging in. Let's start it all over again, right? Okay, this is just getting in. Thank you for sticking around. There's our fresh Parrotleads labels tab is where you're going to be on default. And you can enter your label name. You see we have something like hot here. You can add it. Now it'll come default in a matte gray. And you have a few buttons that come in your label. Creating labels are important because this is where you're going to populate your segmented messages. This is a nice distinction that you can use Parrotleads CRM with. Segmenting hot leads, for instance, warm and cold leads if you use Messenger for sales, prospecting, or just, like we said, separating different conversations. You can create a label anything like We have here customers. So let's add that label there. And as we see, it's a blank canvas. You can also always edit your label at any time. You just click the save button, and it should save. The next button in the middle there is your color, your hex color. You should see this pretty commonly. You know, any number color. I guess that's the color there. Let's see what that looks like. Just click off the button or the label. Ooh, that's a nice chocolate brown. I like that. We're not going to delete it. And you see all the labels come with a default 0. Here are the labels that I created before this video. I've already added friends into the labels. And this is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. Here in the warm label, it had 3 friends. Let's go back. You see in this warm label here, it has 3 friends. Let's double check. Clicking warm. We're in the warm labels. And we can go over this in just a second. This is a deeper layer inside your label. But to get to that layer, we have to create these layers. And these layers are also movable. You can move these about any which way you like. Here's a label that we didn't edit yet. New label, add, default matte, hot. I like hot, but let's make it hot. That's where we were. You can save the label again. Okay, default, nobody's there yet. Let's change it. Okay. Okay. Let's change it at any time. We got 2 people in there. Let's check it out. Click the label name. Look at Ed, he's the hottest. Grayson, you know, you're able to also change where they end up. Okay. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Big kids. Let's check it out. There he is. Maceo. Let's go back. And he's back. Ed's back in there. I said these are pre-populated. We're going to go into Messenger in just a minute. Right now, I'm going to show you what happens after you create labels. That should be a sneak preview. New. Let's change the color again. I love green. Neon green. There we go. New. I like that color. You can always save it or delete it. Those are labels. This is a nice feature that we have. I went ahead and logged into Facebook. Let's go to Messenger. Parrotleads is right there working in the background. See if we can get Parrotleads to turn on. And there we are. Let's see if it populated. Let's see. Ooh, warm. Put 4 in warm. Hotter. We're not at the hotter yet. Let's make Christopher go with the hotter. Ed was in the hotter. What do we do with Ed? Oh, he's the hottest. We moved Ed to the hottest. And you can search labels here. There's a couple of ways that you can search filters or select filters in the search with a drop-down menu here as well. Sent by you, not by you. Search labels. I know hot was a popular one. Or was it warm? And there you are. All right, I know new is a new one. Let's check out new. And there you are. And you can take from new, it will take her to cold. So maybe we should change cold to blue. And let's see in the drop-down menu. Let's check our cold tab. There we are, Jackie and Selena. And our hot tab decreased by 2. And we also have these inside our friends section, which we'll be going through. Webhooks is something very exciting. And even from here, we can take people that are in the hot label and plug them right into the hottest. You can go back to your labels. Let's go to the hottest. There's Mark. Next in the extension is webhooks. For webhooks, I use a company called Zapier. And in the webhooks label is where you can go ahead and create webhooks. You want to add your title. Here I've already created one called test. And then your URL. Click add. And it should populate. This webhook URL is given to you by your provider. Now, I use Zapier, as we said, but there's also companies called If This Then That, I think, something like that, IFTTT. And essentially, a webhook is what captures all this information. We can export it to your existing communications, emails, text, so on. That's webhooks. Now, in the friends area, is where we can access a host of features available with Parrotleads. We just went over webhooks and how to find them in the drop-down menu, webhooks. Let's go back to the friends area, just back to the messages. And here's where we're gonna wanna send messages, add notes or notifications, or even just delete the friend. Now, don't worry, deleting the friend will not delete them from Facebook. So just delete them from your labels section, okay? They won't even delete the labels, just the people that are in there. So for instance, a cold prospect doesn't want to follow up with us, like Selena. We could go to our friends list as well. Find Selena and delete. That's another way. Or we can go to our labels, go into the cold section, and let's just delete Ricky. He didn't follow up. Yeah. Let's just pick Jackie. Hopefully we can get Jackie from cold to warm. Let's go look at our labels. Now we have 5. And there's Jackie. And from each label, you can always find a quick way to add notes or send a message. Let's add a note. It's a custom note for Paul. In fact, let's go back to the hottest group and say something. This should open up your messenger if you're logged in already. Just give it a second. There's Ed. And you see there's Parrotleads working. We can click on that icon here and we can see Ed, we're doing the walkthrough video. You can change the title as well. And we can add a note here. And from the icon menu, you could add notes, send messages. Ew. And from here, you can add quick notes, access global templates, or create global templates. So awesome. Emojis can be sent. And pictures. We're not going to get into that right now. And send. Now, this is another aspect of our webhook feature. This could be a Zoom or any other video provider. For instance, it could be a Calendly. Here. Subject, you know it. Parrotleads. There we go. Pre-populated. And you can add a calendar integration. You can set notifications. This is going to drop down as your current time wherever you are, whenever you are. We could do it for notification for 2:00 p.m. And we would add it. And you'll be added via your webhook to your Zoom link or schedule, your G Drive, what have you. And we can also send emails, and we can also add people's emails. And you can also add emails directly and you can add emails directly into CRM from this icon and into whatever webhook you've assigned. Ricky, let's bring him back to cold. Okay. New tab. Let's see if he's in cold. Yeah, he's back. And we can add a note. Add notes for Ricky. It's in the drop-down menu down here. He's a great guy. Okay. Then we'll add it. Then we'll go back. Send a message. Click on the icon, see if our note is there. It is. He's a great guy. And then we can see if he needs something. And then it populates. I'm not going to send it. We're just doing this for the video. Let's get a fresh tab again. Let's go back to our friends. By clicking messages. Here's our friends. We went over sending messages, adding notes, and a notification. Now there's another way that we can put a notification by going directly into this drop-down menu, just like we did before. We can set a notification. We can set a notification for it. Subject, awesome webinar. Here's the email. You have to put in all the information. The notification time for you. And send it out through a webhook. And that's a notification separate. Okay. And that should be a walkthrough of Parrotleads CRM. Thank you.